And I think, you know, I'm most excited to get to witness Flammer, see if he can keep up that major form, man. He gave us a lot of great moments.
Interesting.
Back at Shanghai, dude, he was lights out. Like he would just take control of games entirely, and these are the sorts of moves he would make, getting aggressive in the pistol round. But JT finds him.
South African starts us off in the pistol round. Flammer's pushing the Molotov, denied. Going straight up catwalk with the late long explode here for Cole. They're going contact right now. There's no long cross smoke available. They're just going to have to run it dry. It's Electronic in the sight with the P2K. Julie's up close, missing the mark. Flip falls Electronic as well. It's Sixy's double opener that puts Complexity's pistol on the board.
Fame and Icy grouping fast over on catwalk. Sixy's already here. Those dual Berettas can't deal with Fame as he rounds the corner. Maybe there's still his legs on it, right? Yeah, that bomb's only just going down. That's an important dink, and Grim is able to follow up. And with Icy already tagged earlier on, any hope in this one should go out the window with it. They can count down, they can swing together, they can trade peaks here, so there's no real way back into this for Icy. That's what you're telling yourselves if you're Cole anyway.
Yeah.
You're hoping he just commits to the save, and that's what's going to happen. Halzerk could maybe even take a bit of an edge there, certainly in terms of like the experience and exposure to this sort of level.
Definitely more proven. Oh my god, Icy fully blind with this. Didn't even pop a shot off Harry. He's so blind. These flashes are monumental. So good they blind Complexity, but not enough to stop this double entry. That round's over.
Yeah, you've got to save. Flit is super wounded.
I don't know why Icy doesn't fire one shot there. He's full blind. If he gets one shot out, you know, he would have killed. We saw he would have killed, but, you know, I guess you're trying to hide. You're not expecting good follow-up flashes, but still, man. If anything, this does look more like a fake on that A site. Meanwhile, VP puncture, or rather Cole puncture out middle, dropping into CT spawn. This is a great position to stop rotate as they go for the mid to B dive. Very good pace.
Yeah, they've gotten into some real power positions here. If they can find the openers, well, it's their oyster. But VP haven't given anything over. They will spam out the first. Back at the site, it's only one from Flit. Next with the trade, but full blind in spawn is Sixy. They do a very good job, the Virtus.pro, of getting past that point man in the spawn. It's going to leave it all on Nyx. Gets that bomb planted, smoke in at the doors. Trying to buy himself some time here, but this is a big test.
Through?
And certainly the biggest names that Nyx has found himself going toe-to-toe with in some time. As they drop in, spam connects. They've whittled him down. First kill found, but Flammus is keen for the trade. It's a numbers game there for VP. They play it together.
Yeah, finally VP on the board. Icy's AWP appearing as well. Him and Flammus, the new boys, side by side yet again on this A site. JT's turned.
Oh, it was... Yeah, he was waiting for that flash from lower, but it just took way too long to come in. And so it looks silly there for JT. Now they're going to get caught lining up more util down in lower tunnels.
Jane would never call that. All right, guys, everyone swing mid dry, but one by one. They've got to walk out B. Oh, Grim.
All right, he's keeping up that good run of form from the start of the game. 12-1
Winnable
on Grim, and he's opened up the path to this B plant. Grim will do it all for you. Gets the opener, now plants that bomb. It's another one of these late lurks. Nyx gets rewarded with a double. Icy gonna trade it back. But that has left VP in hot water. Considering this was a 5-on-3, they won both those opening fights down in middle. Complexity have battled back into this one. And is this going to be a save, or are they just rerouting? But this is a lengthy reroute to take this late in your retake, and it leaves them in the prying eyes of Halzerk's AWP.
Interesting. Don't know why, I don't know what called them back that other way. Maybe thinking Cole were playing double site that late in the round, but that's an awkward way to lose it. They never even really get a chance. Liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Harry.
The vibes seem good. Everyone's kind of laughing and having a good time with it right now on Cole. That's easy to do when you've just won a 3v5. Let's see if it keeps up as the game rages on, but...
Popping out long. There's only one player.
They are just playing with confidence. It's good to see.
Definitely. Flit's pushed up mid though. Oh, Halzerk hits a blinder. JT as well in middle. Icy's going to get overwhelmed here on the site. Sixy with yet another opening kill. Him and Grim looking like a deadly duo right now.
One of the questions posed to JT before this game is how easy is it to replace a player like Elige? Grim says, very easy. 12-1.
I've always been here, waiting.
What if you didn't need to replace him?
With their map pick up next and with the unknowns that come with Train, and when you pick that map, you know you're starting T, so you better have something in store. Momentum could be the name of the game. Can 6 find this last gun? No, not clearing the top box. Flamus survives. Flamus, haven't had to see him in a position to win. He's been saving a lot right now. He's going to need something here. Oh, leg! Bye-bye. Little leg. Too much. Flip will find that trade. 6 still gets out of middle, taking a 4v4. So Icy could get tunnel vision.
Yeah, so much of whether or not Icy succeeds comes down to, like, if Electronic falls straight away.
They're in CT, he has no idea.
Quick flick back down.
Team flash.
Electronic, and 6's picked up for free. Now you will have Icy start to turn his attention in, right? Because Electronic's still here. If he fell early, Icy kind of sets up to play retake, catching anyone overextending, but that's not needed anymore. Not as all the kills come forward for Virtus.pro. Fame with a double. One man left standing, it's Grim. Chart-topping performance right now, sure, but expecting him to cook in that 1v4.
El Clasico VP players waiting.
The reaction here from Virtus.pro feels a little slow, right? They're only just kind of grouping in towards the spawn, and this B hit is already underway. Nyx just walks the smoke, and Grim secures that second follow-up. Awkward for 6, but JT's just bailed him out.
More than that.
Big double up from the captain of Cole.
I love that for Nyx. That's such a peculiar move. You typically expect with that lurk smoke, you're going to jump on the first box and go over the top to clear car.
VP might have been the ones taking the timeout, trying to pick up those dream 5 rounds they were hoping for. Cole were laughing the entire time, and maybe this is why 8-2. This T side is picking up a hell of a lot of steam.
Yeah, very refreshing look from Complexity right now. It's a VP who have been caught sleeping at the wheel. Flick gets into pit with the spawn.
So much of the VP defense has been focused on the idea, like, eventually they're going to come long. Finally, they're getting dealt one of these long plays, and so they have to find success here. Electronic makes it happen. Pushing through the long smoke. When they're given that long push, they had to find success there. And so Electronic has at least handled that. But things could still get a little weird with Halzerg finding that kill. Luckily enough, Icy's alleviated a lot of the pressure now. You were kind of worried when it becomes a 2v3 that some wildness could happen.
Should not save. Have money for last. Give it a go.
Surely aren't ready for this. No. So Electronic gets his 4 for free.
Great flashes from Flamus over the top of the wall. Electronic flying through the corner smoke. Trying to scramble for a couple of rounds right down the tail end of the CT side.
You don't know it yet if you're Cole, but it's like they've actually been doing, like we say, they've been doing that a hell of a lot. Now you've finally given it to him.
That's so smart.
Get set up.
Dude, the tricks that Cole are pulling right now is awesome. But it's one you can't depart. If Cole try and trade you. Easy dodge. No one coming in. It's Electronic who pushes through the long doors. Flamus gets his 1v1 and gets out. There's no trade. So 3-on-3, long abandoned by Complexity. They've loved the mid B. Maybe knowing it's a 2-1 split right now. I think VP are realizing Cole have that same info, so they're going to go for the play. They want to force it, trying to get Cole in the back of the head.
Oh, Flamus knows he's got the round in the palm of his hand right here. Walking that smoke down on short, getting all this room. Halzerg will deal with him. But he still finds himself left it for a 1v2 clutch, and Flitz backstab, but will signpost 4 rounds for Virtus.pro.
And I feel like Nyx will just give it up, which is a weird, it's a weird call for Cole. They're going to have to play 5v5 retake, maybe with fast flank. I mean, this is a unique pistol. Let's see what it looks like. 6's on the move. Nyx, 1 kill will be massive, but a dink makes it very hard. There's the hunt down. 5v4, 4v4. The 6 drops Flit. The retake is on, and it's not going to be easy.
The thing that's odd here, though, is you never had this kit, and you were teed up to play retake the whole time, so you need these kills, and you need them cleanly. They throw in this smoke through the door, try to play through it, and Flamus and Fame do not fall for that. JT left as the last man standing. First kill connects, but he still has so much more left to do. VP have had a lot of time to get situated, get comfortable here, and now they know where this last player is. Electronic, that's nearly an overextension, but he's not punished for it, and so no way back into it for JT.
It's literally unlosable. Even Electronic died there. Nice shots, but VP, yeah, slow and steady, pop into the B site, Cole playing retake, but it goes really kind of awfully.
I don't know if I've seen this much.
Honestly, the more scouts, the better.
Yeah.
I remember, back in the online era when you see Dust 2, there would be teams. I think it was Astralis actually.
Astralis started pulling out like
4 scouts on CT.
Four
Dude,
scouts.
they won these forces all the time. So here we go. Grims hit 3 shots with it. He's going to finish the job onto Icy, but the swing out long feeds the beast. VP Feast with 3 kills.
Oh, the long range MP9.
Not ideal.
Every now and again it feels great, but not in that moment for JT.
There's so much damage, bro. Oh my god, they're all one shot.
They are all one shot from certain death.
Finish it.
Okay, Nix, there's a world where this ends up being like the best highlight you've ever got. So let's see.
Oh,
there's the first. Okay, 3 more tagged up players. JT finds himself another. There's the double. This is so quickly getting out of control. A 2v4 looking to come up for complexity, unless Flit can stop them in their tracks. His scout will battle back, tap on that bomb, but you need the kill if you're Nix, and you need it now. That was the chance. That was the opportunity. It sailed on past him. And now just sticking the defuse. Flick could end this all in a swing. 4, 3.
Wait,
he can't see it. He can't see it. Oh no, that is a disaster.
Where are the comms? He's wallbanging the box. It's on the left, Harry.
How did no one tell him where it's planted?
Where are the comms?
I can't believe, like, you never see a breakdown in communication that clearly.
Yeah.
That he's like just wall banging the flat out wrong position.
I think, they see him peeking and they think he's going to like go swing long and check left side. And by the time he's wall banging, it's already too late. But
also, there was a body dead behind that single box that
looks like a player.
Thought was him.
Bro, that's worse than losing pistol as well, Harry. That's a hero AK here. They've already got a mid pick. Cole are flexing. They're pushing together. 60's coming up on the catwalk with this deep smoke. 2 players in middle, got to be careful here. That's an ugly spray. 60 lets him down in a massive way. 3 on 4. There are low players. We've seen what these scouts can do, but this is suddenly uncomfortable for Cole.
The thing is, you're double set up over here towards B, and I feel like eventually it's going to trigger you to want to make a move. And if Nix did start walking into the tunnels, it's horrible what waits on the other side. Ah, here's the walk. This is it. This is how it could fall apart. But maybe. Oh, Icy keeping an eye on it. And so he walks right into that triple tunnel stack.
Oh, Icy. The bait peak was sick, though. The counter strafe mid-air that forces Halzuk to miss.
That probably comes with the nerves. You're 5 and 13 down.
Yeah, he was 3 and 4 at the start of this game.
Yeah,
so.
and you haven't had a kill in a little while now, and you've just come off the back of a real like upset round win. You see you have 2 players right there. Last time it was the scouts that did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Oh.
This time they've only got 1, and it's on Halzuk, and he is very low. 60's kind of looking for that kill that brings him back into the fold, back into the game. He's going to try and run down this player in upper tons. And at bare minimum, he's forced Fame out, which is awkward.
Yeah, for Grim. If he hurries up, he can flank him.
The rest of his team are heading up through Cat, and they've got all the room still. JT has somehow won that out.
Grim's now flanking the wrong side awkwardly. They don't even, like, they're everywhere. They're mid, they're A, they're B, they're everywhere right now. Grim is flanking dead air. Flitz in the site. Oh, he needed that. Nix hits a 1D out of nowhere. They should still be fine for VP. They have the post plant set up, prioritized is Fame to win this very round. I think you have to save. Yeah, Collar too far away, and they have been for a long time now, and they're smoked off on short, and I feel like when you see that, you're like, okay, we can't do this. Yeah, the bomb's already gone, so... Oh, they've blown the smoke open. They retrieved a nade. Gotta go now. That's given them a bit of a chance, but time is of the essence, and there's no time left in this round. A lineup, sure, all the kills for complexity, but not the round. Empty. Can't really blame them for thinking that's B. They've seen player upper dark. They've seen VP out mid to B. And 60 falls all the way back there, just trying to beckon VP into this B hold. But meanwhile, you're going for this like AWP rifle creep in through the tunnels. It's actually Halzuk leading the way. Gonna try and open on the AWP. Oh, he doesn't know.
Concealed behind this pillar. Oh,
whoa, what a check.
That's a crazy way to clear it.
That's insane.
And now you've seen Halzerg sort of pushing the tunnels. That's going to trigger VP to pick up the pace, go for this A here, but they've run through a Molotov. They're low on health. These two players along are just going to steal themselves away. It's better if they don't fight this and give a route to the 4v4. Then that bomb plant comes in. You can put a lot of pressure on later in the round hanging around here.
No kit, no nades. VP favorites right now.
Yeah, look at this. They've cleared the long doors. They made sure there's no late flank coming in. And so now, Grim and Sixy look to make their play out through long. That's an awkward miss for Icy. Still, Electronic up on the board. Traded after the first. It's Grim from the long side. Creeping in. Another put forward from Grim. All game long thus far in this second half. They've been trying to avoid Grimathy.
Wow.
Flamus will take him down, and there's the help from Flit. It looked like Grim had enough in the tank. 2 kills on that long retake, but locked out. Virtus.pro has a lot of the experience and is playing with confidence still, even at this point. Well, you don't want to risk throwing your life away in some of these moments, risking the pushes out through the long doors.
That's what Halzerg wants.
Halzerg will get involved early. Grim once again has this real forward position over towards long. I don't think it's going to amount to much more than that. Instead, you need the fights to be won elsewhere, and Sixy extends that advantage even further now for Cole.
Fame turned from the HE.
Dude, Halzerg was just on that angle that Icy creeps into, and now Icy kind of owns middle. He's given VP a serious bit of real estate here to work with.
But I mean, you have to have faith in your 2B players to actually do something here in this 5v3, but that's a brutal headshot. Again, the flick down, and Flamus finds both B players just like that. This guy is a monster, keeping up his Shanghai form. 2v3, and in the blink of an eye, that's a 2-man advantage for Complexity that just gets snuffed out. And again, Grim and Halzerg, no peace of this round. Do they want to try? I mean, yeah, bomb half gone, Grim at long. It's not meant to be.
Like, look, Halzerg is certainly tired of not getting to play rounds. He's walked the AWP up in the top mid to open this up.
The AWP was even boosting in mid. I'm surprised I didn't see anything there.
Oh my god, will Grim finally get given a round? But right now, they're all so close to each other. Ooh, Halzerg still hit it, which is impressive, but it's Icy throwing up on a nice boost to open this for Virtus.pro.
Oh, no way he goes through.
Nix with a walk in a tunnel.
What a turn.
Fame looks away. Ooh. Worried about the lower tons.
Yeah, had no info middle. They know they were lower earlier. That's awkward.
Dude, this is what Grim's been waiting for all game long.
Psych.
And they're toying with him.
Maybe it's B after all. JT, one will do, you'd like to think.
Oh, that's ugly. Electronic cracks open the B site. Virtus.pro, this round is on. They're looking to end this here and now. Nix, fast backstab, sure, but Icy's holding for it. Low on health, has to hit this first shot. It sails past Nix, and he will land the follow-up. It's just Electronic. 1v3 for Virtus.pro to take their map pick. Tucked in at the car. Electronic knows where they're coming from in the tunnels, but it's Sixy on that swing out the window that seals the deal. Complexity. I think they really want to try and force the Grim reaction at long. They know that they've been getting it every single round. They know that he's not pushing through too early, but that he does have this real estate. And it feels like this is the round where they're going to try and exploit that. And they will. Grim caught moving in.
It's just Halzerg's AWP trained into the B side. Not a bad guy for the job here. AWP on plat. Nix gets spammed through the wall. And they're going B. Cole, no. 15 seconds.
Complexity might not have fallen for this, but it might not matter, right? They knew this was the B play. But Virtus.pro have found every single kill needed. They're about to walk this one over the line. It might have been a slow start for Virtus.pro, but the moment they hit this T side, everything came up in their favor, and they will walk away with their map pick intact.
Complexity ready to pop this A site. VP stacking B, and they're going to fake exec B as well, so this is kind of perfect at the moment. The push in main denied, or from our Ivy flank, Icy. dead early. Flamus is going to resend it down Ivy. That's kind of crazy to do that late in the round. And VP pull back from this B stack. Electronic, can he get in a good position in time before they hit A? He's running away. They've heard him. The flank again, whiffs the shot. Disaster strikes. Now the A pop comes in.
Oh, Grim had that kind of internal conflict. Do I go back and fight that guy? Do I go and help the team? He went back, ends up falling, and now this B play looks to come undone. Nyx, last man standing, they are all around him. They've taken away the bomb. They're double pushing him through the backlines, and this is all said and done in the pistol.
VP are fighting close towards main. 4 players outer, Fame as the inner anchor, jiggling the ramp. They're going to try clear Grim, they're checking it, but Grim forces the peek.
Dude, if you're Electronic there, you're probably a little confused. How is he still there? We threw 2 mollies into main. We've been holding it the entire time, so he didn't cross with the smoke. You have no clue how Grim was able to sit there the entire time. Now the second man of JT tries to take up this A main position.
Flit's angle's really strong because he gets shadow advantage here. Even if you're seeing a lot of players standing here still, even in the open, if we look at Flit's POV, he's going to get a little warning when JT comes around this corner. There it is. Shadow, he swings, but JT backs up. Almost feels like JT was aware that he is at a disadvantage. He lets Flit come to him. The flank on pop is a double for Fame on the B push as Flamus stops JT out A main. 60 may have made it up Ivy, but a step gives away his position. And the molly clears nobody, so this is suddenly an impossible round to win. Just save, I think. Good fight for JT, but otherwise, it's all Flamus and Fame. Fame yet to die as the B anchor. Icy on the orb. Flamus, very aggressive game on Ivy again.
That smoke already went over right at the top of the round to try and make life more miserable for Icy on this AWP, but because they've been kind of pushed and prodded on that Ivy aggression, Cole never went with it. So that smoke's long since faded. If Icy even wanted to, he could go back and play his original position from the start of this round. Maybe he should have done, because Halzerg's Deagle. Whoa, quick double up from Halzerg. And all of a sudden, sightlines open up. Control over this bomb site goes the way of Cole.
What?
Oh, collateral dig out of Nyx. All right then, that's a nice way for this to start if you're Complexity. And a nice debut for Nyx in the Cole jersey. Little collateral dig shot to close the round.
Don't see that every day, do we? Nicked the head of 2. So did Halzerg. Bang. Wow. All right, I got an AWP on Alter and he just gets 1-deeked. Reality check for VP. Oh, out main with a late flash. Doesn't get better than that.
They weren't ready for Electronic, but now they know he's here and he gets put in a little box. There's going to be Molotovs raining in, trying to make life hard for Electronic. They already burned them both though, right? Trying to deal with Electronic the first time.
It's nice how passive they're playing though. They want to use the rifles. They know these guns are weaker for VP, so going for range, Nyx and nabs 2 more. And Icy, unfortunately, should just save his AWP. I like that call for Cole though, because they could have, you know, Electronic's checking close. He's awaiting the smoke. He wants this close range fight, and Cole, wait out all the grenades, wait out those smokes, re-smoke icon, and just hold. There are not many spots in Yard.
No,
there are really not many positions to play.
Playing the bomb train is very, very strong for a CT in the first fight, but after that point, when they know that you're there, you're so vulnerable to util. And there's nowhere to go, right, once they know you're there.
Oh, wow.
Grim double up down in Long Dog.
I'm going to call it pop.
I'm going to keep calling it pop.
I can't call it Long Dog. That's just not on. The longer the dog, the quicker it pops. Grim, hard cleared. But he's in good form right now. That much is clear. Multiple double entries in the yard. 60 gets in cover in time, but a double facing. That's a crazy shot. Electronic with a key trade. How they run at him, knowing that Fame is that inner player. Electronic crosses right past. That's an awkward timing as JT obscured by the E-box. They can get that plant down.
Fame's been having a good time thus far, though, and so you can imagine there's intrigue around him attempting this 1v2. He's not written it off just yet. Walking on in, giving that early fight to JT. But JT's able to secure it, and this T-side starting to take shape for Complexity, especially if that icon smoke is in, the one that falls to cutoff vision. You've seen Icy get smoked off by it a bunch. It's a pretty standard smoke that everyone's throwing. There's kind of like two routes you can take if you wanted to wrap through CT for something in towards B. I just think going A is so tempting right now in the meta for trade.
Oh, he would have lived there. He won't live there. The molly bloomed on the smoke. Nick stops that escape. Still, powerful position for Flit. And Fame has had enough of sitting back and relaxing. He's on the big flank, going all the way. But this could be really... Yeah, okay. Stops it. Goes a bit quiet.
Oh, they're going to lose the bomb.
Yeah, it's done. Thank you very much. Fame with 2. Orb, bomb, the round in the palm of his hand. He walked past the pop players to get here. Fame wants some more, and these jiggles look good right now. Oh! Sharp.
But Flit's been able to retrieve these guns as well. This is far from over. 6C burns him alive. That molly is important. 5 rounds straight now for Complexity. They even dig themselves out of the dangerous hole that Fame put them in on that push.
They keep losing the orb. They're not able to save it in this T side, but it doesn't matter when you're streaking rounds like this. Very standard shots, but he was playing E-box, playing Red Train, playing Icon. He was just so uncomfortable on this map.
Yeah, the problem you have is, like, there are a lot of long angles, sure, but there's not a lot of lines to, like, go through, right?
Yeah, true.
You kind of get that one fight early, and then you almost have to entirely reposition or risk, like, pushing out into the open on the AWP. Flamus keeps this one in the advantage of Virtus.pro. But there's still this Ivy pressure, right? That's been coming in all around from Complexity, slowly taking shape. These two players, 60 and Halzerg, walking it in through Ivy. They've got all hell left to worry about. Just out here on the right-hand side, 60 will be blindsided by Flit. Halzerg and JT, though, have made this interesting. Halzerg with a key trade, even turns his attention back around, watching for this push out of Icy. Gonna try and link up with JT. There's 15 seconds left. Time is a big problem now, and with Fame still sitting tucked in at heaven here.
Could just stick.
Might be able to play into this a little bit later. It all comes down to where they plant for.
Oh, no.
Halzerg's taking main, and that's the bomb away. JT caught. Not ready for this, as Fame isn't even playing the B site anymore.
Yeah. Meanwhile, pressure on B, executes thrown, but no commitment. Oh, careful. Grim just walks through the smoke, catches one. Electronic tucked into trade. Now they go back to pop.
Nick's just made a real powerful move. He's not going to be ready for a second player, though. Fame's been sitting here, waiting for this all round long. And sure, you had to pay the price. You had to lose out. Flit over at the connector, but still, Fame is teed up to just walk away with the round. It's only Halzerg left standing, brings it back to the 1v2. However, Fame is the big man, is the one to beat. Nearly 20 kills deep as we approach the tail end of this first half.
I would have said out of the scoreline alone, you've earned at least a rifle.
They could catch him right now, repositioning. That was arguably the best chance Halzerg was going to have. Still, he's able to capitalize. Doesn't want to let that one get away, so he chases Fame down, and that's opened up the route to the plant. VP have lost their heavy hitter. Flamus, only good for the first. And there's still a very, very late lurk on the cards from Grim.
Very late.
it will be coming through in the dying lights of the round. It's all about Complexity having to just buy some time here. But even though Grim is making these moves, Electronic is as well, and gets away with a freebie onto 60. Halzerk tucked in close. Enough time has been bought for Grim. He now arrives, gets on the scene just in time, but has to reload this M4, and the bomb's not planted for him. Molly comes in, but it feels just too late. So unfortunate for Grim, who arrives on the scene. They buy enough time for him to get there, picking up that M4 though, having to get the reload off. They all put too much distance between themselves and Grim. And that keeps the pressure on. That keeps a bunch of players for VP fixated on the main position. Fame knows.
Yeah, they know.
Not been an easy man to get past, even with information. Oh my God, he hit that as well. Fame is on a tear. Come on, Fame, give us a third. Buying time for his teammates to arrive. VP looking for a runaway CT side here, as it's only Grim left standing.
Excellent half. Unless Grim can do something miraculous. He's had a great series today, but been left out of the picture in these last couple of rounds, and they're giving him nothing. They're waiting for the big flank yet again, playing passive lines. Virtus.pro on a new map up against Complexity's best, and Grim has done it again. 2 kills, bomb secured, no info on Flamus. He knows he was in the site. Grim just goes for the stick, a deep breath, and a 1v1.
You didn't think this was possible, did you? Grim keeps them guessing. No flank this time, and now he's disappeared. But Flamus holds for it. Grim cut down, 1 kill short of that 1v3 clutch, and that's what locks in a little lead for Virtus.pro heading into their T side.
VP 7-5, solid defense, right? We had some nice ideas for Cole, some good pops on outer, but seems like there's bounties up for grabs, and VP are running and gunning to get it. Halzerk's duel is overwhelmed by the quantity of VP. It's Nyx who keeps this round intact. Icy attempts to get down the ramp. It's still Nyx dropping in. Last second, they're going to hear him. They won't hunt him down. This is everyone from VP stuck in the halls, not willing to overcommit.
So this one will come down to the wire, especially as the bomb now moves in to join Flit. Can he get past JT? Yes, he can. Bomb in tow. Room taken. 2 players spotted, but 60 actually tapped out the man in the back first and then deals with Flit up in the front lines. And now this guy, I see 0-6, needs to get his first kill. Yes. There it is. Grim tapped out. Can this go any further for Icy? Runs down the comp players. 60 is clean with it though. A hat trick in the pistol. Some beautiful taps there in through Ivy to put that round to rest.
For sure, but 60, that is a necessity to win this pistol to get Cole back in this game. Let's see what their util's like. Halzerk Scout, I think he's going to love this map, right? A lot of space taken by Cole.
Yeah, I mean, Cole have really, you know, spread these offensive moves, whereas VP... Oh, we were right. Halzerk Scout loves this map.
Oh no.
Yeah, whereas, you know, VP and a lot of squads that you see on this map like to just home in on really taking that main control. Often that's where the bulk of the resources goes. Complexity have spread out further afield here. This is likely because they're on a bonus, but I'm curious if that keeps up when the rifles are out for Cole. Halzerk on the scout gets the spot that they're out through Ivy.
2. Oh, yeah.
Jump scout,
do it.
Come on.
Oh, he wanted to,
come on,
but he's like, this is also throwing. If he knew it was Icy, he would go for it. Good to know that angle exists. Oh, barrel spotted, so Electronic converts that spray. 2 CT. Nyx going very early, but he nails it with the MP9. That gun is busted right now.
I don't think that smoking pop is gonna
push the smoke.
Gonna force the respect out of 60. He goes walking right through it.
1 and 8.
Icy. This could be
nothing. Dude, Nyx, kind of the GOAT. I want to see something with a little more life in for VP. Cole just flexing. Another upper push. Nyx ran through a molly, so he's low. Yeah, he should be dead here. There's no way he gets one more. I'd actually just like to see him bail and go anchor B, but he doesn't know there's 4 players in these halls, or 3 in fact. Flamus leaving main, and yeah, that did feel like inevitable for VP as they start to piece together a couple of important kills. The whole map is quiet for so long as VP group back on Ivy.
Dude, I mean, going Ivy, that's where Halzerg sits on the AWP. This is a long sight line, one that he should feel comfortable fighting in. And Halzerg has certainly found his impact since getting onto this CT side. Will he hit the timing? As he swings on out, Flamus had to hit that, and he domes Halzerg on his first swing with the AWP.
God, they really left some time on that bomb, though. The bomb doesn't do a lot of damage on this map, worth noting.
They're always taking this upper B control, and then from that, they're kind of denying you control over Pop, which is an important staging area if you wanted to try and go for one of these A splits. Even just having a player in Pop ready to respond can sometimes make all the difference.
Here we go.
Something a bit faster now out through main. Knowing that the util's going to be a little worse for wear for Cole, they take the early timing, they take the fast spawns, and they run it out with the opener found. Here's the result of some of that aggression from B. Nick's already in the Pop. Will be here to offer up some resistance. What can he get away with? That's the advantage of having this upper control. Nyx gets away with a kill for free on a flit, and this one starts to turn on its head. It might have been the opener for Virtus.pro, but every single kill past that point.
Definitely see like Cole have done the work. You can see why they've picked this map for sure, and I think VP are being caught a bit off guard with some preparation here. Flamus just throwing himself into the site. Good time, good chase. Gets into Olof with an entry. Grim on top of the smoke. Oh, double molly, you're in trouble, but took a second, he got it out. Meanwhile, his team is scaling Ivy, and Kola sitting entirely behind the bomb train. Claustrophobic once again as Flamus waits for more entries. Icy will actually join the fray. That's a huge kill to keep this round focused for VP as they spill out into this site. No one can get a multi for Cole, and so this will fall on dead ears unless Nyx has something unbelievable. It's not meant to be. VP, that's more of an old school train round, that feels like. They get a guy in Olof, they wait for Pop control, they wait for Ivy control, and they flood out.
Now we've gone back to a bit more of a standard 4-1 here for Complexity. Let's see how this round looks, where they're not going for any of these space-taking plays early on out towards upper. Instead, they're going to try and fight for main, and Flamus,
dude, he's
very glad that they gave him both of those fights on a platter. They swung it together.
He's done it again, 2 in main. Smokes come down, VP shift in. It's a very hard round for Cole.
I wonder if there's any, that double smoke spilling over gives a route for Halzerg to try and creep through if he wanted to. There's even a third lobbed in there now. But just on numbers alone,
yeah,
I don't know how interested Complexity are. Here's the backstab Halzerg picked up as it's all Flamus in this round. He's on for the ace. Started it off with the double kill back in main. He won't be able to get it as this final kill belongs to Flit. But VP is starting to find their footing on this T side.
Could not tell you who's going to win this game. It's just a game of adaptation right now. It's completely up for grabs, both teams. Okay, it's going to flash them out. Oh, they just run in. Okay, VP throwing themselves at Complexity. There's no one in the site. Yeah. It's only Grim.
Bomb on the bomb train. Grim is good as dead. I can't believe he gets out with one there. He's kind of made the best of a horrible situation.
This is tough.
But is that going to be enough? Cole was so scared after hearing all those footsteps and shots outside of the B site that they left A underdefended. And Halzerg is boosted up, having to make all the difference here. Won't be able to stop that plant as Icy commits. So a 3v3 retake. And it's Complexity's lifeline in this tournament hanging in the balance. If they go for this and they come up short, Virtus.pro will be eliminating them, will be claiming that bounty on the head of Cole. They'll be broken this next round. So this has to come through for Complexity. It's do or die. Half the time ticked off this bomb already. Nick's still a long way away. Halzerg's knowing about. They're even pressuring him. in at the connector. Nyx swinging wide, but a lot of time ticked off this bomb already. Fame, a safe pair of hands for Virtus.pro in a must-win retake. Complexity come up short as VP hold on, and they leave them broke with 12 rounds, 2 chances for VP. And as you know, this is a really nice bit of conditioning out of Virtus.pro.
Oh, no.
Last round, what betrayed Complexity? Over-rotating on the back of the B contact. Well, this time, it looks like they do just want to follow through, hoping those scars from the round prior put a bit of pause in the rotates of Complexity, and they're right in that. They've got the B site now. JT locked out, mollied off, can't do a thing. It's going to come down to this backstab. 2 players moving in through the pop dog, and Icy's got them right where he wants them. There's the double up. For JT, these final few moments are left coming to terms with it. Complexity's time and the bounty is over. Bounty claimed. VP lock it in.